morning and welcome to this service from Newcastle Unitarian Church. And I'm Margaret Robinson from the Stockton congregation. Chalice lighting. I haven't got a one you like to match because I didn't have any left. So I'm lighting an electric operated one. So we light this chalice to celebrate the circle of life, birth, growth, maturity, decline, death and rebirth. Let us remember that new life beckons to us each day. Now a few thoughts. Britain is getting older. People must prepare for the world they are going to be living in. What of schools and education? Will the same subjects be taught? Or does the curriculum need to change to meet the needs of the future? For those going to university, they have to the worry of repaying the costs, and also when they start work, of how they might pay their pension contributions to support themselves in old age. And at the same time, maybe trying to buy a house. Will their job prospects be better or worse because of other people working to an older age? Getting to work, will there be better public transport because of the impact of congestion and pollution? Or will they have the opportunity to own their own transport? For those over 30, will tax rates be punitive for those in work? Many may have to support 3 other generations in their families. Obviously, parents, grandparents, and grandchildren. How will they cope? Those over 65, what support can they expect from the state? Will they have to work until they're 70 or even 75? Will society become more creative in the way in which it uses the energies of an increasingly healthy older population? For those over 85, what sort of accommodation age want to live in? Is it time to return to communal living? What sort of care and support can they expect from relatives when their savings run out? It is interesting that our attitude changes as we become older. Each stage of life seems to bring with it new needs, beliefs, attitudes, and responses. Each stage is as dramatic as when we pass from childhood to adolescence or adolescence to adulthood. But we seem less aware of the growing older part of it. It takes at least 50 years to finally learn that our life and happiness are not dependent upon any single situation or person. We learn that we don't have to have everything our way. We realise that it takes too much energy to be what others think we should be. Our priorities change. Our eating, drinking, and entertainment habits change. We can look back with fondness, but also in gratitude where it has led us. All these changes are part of the wisdom which comes with age. Aging is a lifelong process of adjustment to change. People who age best are those who are granted serenity, courage, and wisdom, as the famous prayer put it. The serenity to accept the things they cannot change, the courage to change the things they can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And now some more thoughts. Well, what have we learned in our lives so far, and where did we learn it? Did we learn it in the meadow path or on the mountain stair, as the hymn suggests? Did we learn in school? Did we learn as we lived our everyday life? Some of our more profound times of learning have occurred far away from the school gates in adult life, and often these have been the difficult times of sadness, illness, challenge, loss. Life experiences that taught us something about ourselves, about others, about humanity, about life itself. I wonder where you have learnt some of the most useful lessons of your life, and perhaps you may like to share these thoughts after the service. But life has been very different since last March, with the lockdown, tears, social distancing, wearing of masks, not being able to meet with friends or family or meet face to face in church. We have learned to do things differently. We have learned to Zoom for services, meetings and quizzes. Many people who had never used technology before now Skype, Zoom, FaceTime or social media with their family and friends. When the majority of adults over 16 have been vaccinated, maybe we can go back to a more normal way of life. I'm sure there will be many changes to the way we work and do many things.